What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyjonnytwentyfive, and tonight I'm gonna do my WWE review and highlights so you guys know. Hit that red button, hit that like button, and let's get started. Monday Night Raw is continued to be a failure. It was just garbage. So let's get started. A video kicks off the show, highlights Seth Rollins joining forces with AOP and takes out Kevin Owens. Rollins tells the audience he was going to push back at them. We go live into the arena to see a big prosthetics display. Seth Rollins' music hits and he comes out to a mixed reaction in his home state of Iowa. Rollins introduced the first two men that have chosen to live on the right side of history, AKM and Rezar, the AOP. The AOP comes out. Rollins says when he debuts in NXT, the entire world says that he is the future. When he shows up on Raw, the entire world clamor that he is the future. That they said that all the way up this year, he did the unthinkable twice. He beaten Brock Lesnar. Everyone says he is the future. That's not just one or two people, fans and critics, management, ownership. Everyone was saying it. They all of a sudden the mood changed, and people started to question his leadership. Being a leader isn't about being cool or popular. It's about making decisions for the sake of progress. Kevin Owens is a perfect example of that. What happened to Kevin Owens is a tragedy, but he did it to himself. Owens resisted and becomes an example. Rollins says he told the truth the whole time. Seth Rollins says he is the leader. Bigger than that, he is a visionary. Rollins will lead a brand and industry to the next decade and beyond. Whether they like it or not, they are coming with him by hook or by crook. Rollins will drag them into 2020 and impose his will. If they resist, the AOP will enforce his will. Rollins has something to address tonight. It's not going to be a popular decision, but he has a score to settle. But by the end of the night, it will be settled. The crowd will not like it. Rollins wants to say in advance he's sorry. Rollins and AOP walk off. Alright, the commentators talk about who Seth Rollins just mentioned. The Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, made their way to the ring. Photos are shown of the Raiders slamming Carl Anderson of the OC through the KFC table last night at TLC. Commercial break. The OC comes out on the stage. Carl Anderson tells the crowd to shut up and listen. They will be the first to admit that the Viking Raiders are the most unstoppable tag team in hit the WWE in decade. But they're only one tag team that holds a victory over them. Gallows and Anderson reaping the official, the only club that matters. The OC last night. The Viking Raiders sacrificed themselves with the dangerous dives out of the ring to make sure they don't lose twice to them. Gallows says the ugly some you know what in the ring may be the Raw Tag Team Champions, but they're the best tag team in the world. The Viking Raiders versus the OC. Luke Gallows starts against LeVar. Gallows kicks him and applies a side headlock. LeVar whips him off, but Gallows' shoulder blocks him. LeVar's shoulder blocks him back, so Gallows uppercuts him. Carl Anderson tags in, so LeVar picks him up and slams him into the corner. Erick tags in a vicious knee and Anderson in the face. Erick knees Anderson in the midsection and crossface him. LeVar tags in. He scoop slams Anderson. Erick then scoop slams LeVar onto Anderson. LeVar clubs Anderson in the face before clubbing the black. LeVar wrenches the arm and tags Erick back in. Erick takes Anderson down and hits a delayed vertical suplex for a 2 count. Erick applies in the armbar, but Anderson rakes the eye and tags Gallows in. Erick slingshots over Gallows, drops down and forearms him in the face to knock him out of the ring. And Erick hits the ropes for a suicide dive, but Gallows uppercuts him. Gallows then connects with a fall away slam into a barricade. Back to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Anderson hit a spine buster on Erick for a 2 count. Gallows tags in the club tags in, clubs Erick down. Gallows punches away at Erick in the corner before taking him down for a chin lock. Erick fights up and elbows out. Gallows clubs the back and connects with a back suplex. Anderson tags in and rakes the face of Erick before shouting at the crowd. Erick quickly forearms Anderson, but Anderson fights back. Erick tries to flip through a back suplex and lands on his head. LeVar tags in and hits Anderson with a big splash. LeVar takes Gallows down and goes to slam Anderson, but Anderson slides off. LeVar cartwheel around him and hits a clothesline. LeVar hits a big Bronco Buster in the corner, but Gallows breaks it up. Anderson comes back with a neckbreaker. Gallows tags in and they double team LeVar for a near fall. LeVar runs to a double team clothesline and hits a handspring back elbow on both Erick and LeVar. Then his stereo suicide dives on on Gallows and Anderson. Back to commercial. We come back from the break to see Erick overtake Anderson and visually knee him in the face. Erick tags in and does LeVar. Gallows is taken down and Erick slams LeVar into face for a near fall. Erick tags in and wipes out Gallows and Anderson. LeVar tags in and Erick slams Anderson. LeVar goes to the middle rope and punches Gallows off the apron. LeVar then goes to the top rope for a moonsault, but Gallows pulls. Where's that? I know it says but Gallows Gallows pulls Anderson out of the way in the OC. In the OC, what happened? It says the OC. Where's it at? I know I had it right here. It says the OC out of the way, but the OC hits LeVar with the Magic Killer for the win. The winner is by pinfall the OC. I have a problem with this outcoming match. The Viking Raiders are the Raw Tag Team Champions. Why are they getting pinned in the middle of the ring? I did not like the outcome of this match. But anyway, let me continue. What else happened? It says, footage is showing of Sarah Screever trying to find out what is in Erick Rowan's cage. Erick Rowan gives a word of advice: mind your business. Erick Rowan is shown walking backstage. He'll be in action next. Commercial break. Erick Rowan versus Dante Leon. This match was garbage. This match was quick, but it was just garbage at the same time. The bell rings and Erick Rowan smiles and prays. Leon gets out of the ring and tries to go for the cage, but Rowan's get in his way. Leon goes to the other direction, but Erick Rowan cuts him off. Leon goes under the ring to escape. Leon comes out and goes near the cage. Rowan sees this and charges him. Leon falls while trying to escape. Rowan grabs him and visually hits a running crossbody on the floor. Rowan then hits an Iron Claw slam, and Rowan hits another Iron Claw slam and puts his foot on his chest to pin him. The winner of the match by pinfall, Erick Rowan. I didn't really care about this match. Charlie Caruso is backstage with Andrade. Will be in a gauntlet match for the United States Championship opportunity. Charlie mentions Humberto Carrillo is in the match. Andrade speaks Spanish and walks off. Selena Vega says losing to Carrillo is the best thing to happen to Andrade. It forced Andrade to take Carrillo seriously, which is bad for Carrillo. Bobby Lashley and Lana segment. Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Lana are out next. This segment which just pisses me off. This segment which is garbage. Lana and Bobby Lashley. The makeover of Liv Morgan is happening. I really enjoy that one. Anyway, Bobby Lashley and Lana make their way to the ring looking very pleased. Lana says last night her hot boyfriend crushes and destroys Rusev in a tables match. Lashley posts a Rusev Day chant pickup. Lana tells them to be quiet. She says Lashley giving her the butterflies. Lana says they're trying to move on and Rusev Day is dead. Lana says she wants Lashley. She wants to show him how the world much he loves her. Lana wants Lashley to ask her to marry him. She even gives him the diamond ring. Lashley looks confused. Lashley says he doesn't like when anyone tells him what to do, except her. Lashley goes down on one knee and says it is the most gorgeous woman in the entire world. She is the most amazing female and wrestler in the WWE history. They will be the most amazing power couple this company has ever seen. Yeah, right. Lashley asks Lana to marry him. The crowd boos. Lana angrily says this is just like they rehearsed. So she will jump up and down saying yes, it will be the most ravishing wedding, and it happened on Lana Day. They walk off together with Lana showing off her ring. This segment was just garbage. Bobby Lashley and Lana are garbage in WWE. That's all I gotta say from here. Anyway, but let me continue. I just had to put out the truth. It is the truth. This segment was garbage between Lana and Bobby Lashley. Footage is showing of Seth Rollins saying he will settle a score by the end of the night, along with AOP. Rollins apologized in advance. Coming up next, Ricochet, Akira, Tozawa, Humberto Carrillo, R-Truth, Matt Hardy, and Andrade will be in a gauntlet match, with the winner getting a shot at the United States Championship. What is the point by seeing this gauntlet match? We don't even know who the winner was. It just didn't even make any sense. But anyway, R-Truth makes his entrance, rapping R-Truth saying he will be in the WWE without his childhood hero John Cena and his U.S. Open challenge every Saturday morning. Saturday morning, R-Truth says he will be the first ever United States champion, a 24/7 champion. He's taking both titles to WrestleMania. R-Truth points, but there is no WrestleMania sign. He is so confused. Yeah, right. R-Truth, you was the first one got eliminated by Akira Tozawa. All right, got the match time. R-Truth versus Akira Tozawa. They lock up, and Tozawa applies a side headlock. Truth gets out of a shoulder block. Tozawa's down. R-Truth kicks him in the face and does a dance. Tozawa charges into a post for a running shoulder, but he hits the ring post shoulder first when Tozawa moves. Tozawa hits a somersault senton off the apron. Tozawa gets him in the ring and hits a missile dropkick for a 2 count. United States Champion Rey Mysterio is showing watching on. Tozawa rolls R-Truth for the win. Rolls up for the win. R-Truth is chased off by all the 24/7 champions hopefuls. Akira Tozawa defeated R-Truth in a gauntlet match. Ricochet will face Tozawa next. Commercial break. Ricochet versus Akira Tozawa versus Ricochet. The match rings. It says the match rings is supposed to be the bell rings. The bell rings, and they go back and forth. Ricochet tries a head scissors to take over. Akira Tozawa lands on his feet, so Ricochet drop kicks him out of the ring. Tozawa quickly comes back with a kick to the head to Ricochet to knock Ricochet out of the ring. Akira Tozawa What is it? It says Akira. It says Akira Tozawa connects. It says Akira. It says Akira Tozawa. It says Akira Tozawa connects. Where is it? There we go. It says Akira Tozawa connects with a suicide dive before getting in the ring and connecting with a shoulder with another one. Akira Tozawa gets him in the ring and kicks him in the head. Ricochet quickly catches Tozawa in the midair with a drop kick. Rey Mysterio is watching backstage. Ricochet chops the chest and takes him down. Ricochet applies modified bow and arrow submission. Akira Tozawa won't tap out, so Ricochet slams him on his chest. When near fall, Ricochet forearms him down, chops the chest. Tozawa comes back with a octopus stretch. Ricochet gets out and goes for a back suplex, but Tozawa flips through. Ricochet lands on his feet, counters a German. Tozawa ducks and integrates and hits a suplex with a large wrist for a near fall. Tozawa slowly gets up and Ricochet chops him. Ricochet gets on the apron and bounces him off the turnbuckle. Ricochet knees him in the face and hits a springboard clothesline. Ricochet goes for a standing moonsault, but Tozawa gets the knees up for a 2 count. Tozawa takes Ricochet down and goes for the top rope. Ricochet moves a super kick. Ricochet follows up with a recoil for the win. Ricochet defeated Akira Tozawa in the gauntlet match. Alright, Ricochet versus Matt Hardy. The bell rings and Hardy immediately hits a side effect for a near falls. Hardy smiles. Hardy forearms him down in the corner. Hardy sends him hard into the corner and Ricochet collapses on the mat. Hardy bounces Ricochet off the turnbuckle a few times before posing. Hardy stretches him on the ropes and splashing him for a 2 count. Hardy hits a textbook suplex for a 2 count. Ricochet fights back and hits the ropes, but Hardy hits back body drop for a 2 count. Hardy wrenches the neck with a vice. Ricochet fights out, but Hardy knocks him into the corner. Ricochet elbows him and climbs to the ropes, but Hardy cuts him off. Hardy hits a splash mountain bomb, but Ricochet kicks out. Hardy probably hasn't hit that move in WWE since 2003. Hardy drops a leg drop for another 2 count. Ricochet soon boots him back and drop kicks him down. Ricochet fights back and hits a running shoulder. Ricochet knees him in the face, does a springboard, but Matt Hardy counters into a side effect for a near fall. Matt Hardy goes for a moonsault, but Ricochet moves. Ricochet hits a standing shooting star press for a near fall. Ricochet goes to the top rope for a 630, but Matt Hardy moves. Ricochet lands on his feet and gets out of a twist of fate. Ricochet rolls him up for the win. Ricochet defeated Matt Hardy in the gauntlet match. Ricochet versus Humberto Carrillo. Ricochet versus Humberto Carrillo. The bell rings and Carrillo shakes his hand with Ricochet. Ricochet surprises him with a inside cradle for a 2 count. Ricochet rolls him up for another near fall. Carrillo quickly drop kicks him down for a 2 count. Ricochet forearms and chops Carrillo. Carrillo reverses a whip into the ropes and goes for a sunset flip. Carrillo then kicks him in the head to knock him out of the ring. Carrillo hits a climbing and arm drag, getting him out of the ring again. Carrillo hits the standing moonsault planchina and lands on his feet. Carrillo gets him in the ring and kicks the arm. Carrillo then hits the arm breaker. Carrillo continues to work the arm. Ricochet tries to make a comeback, but Carrillo soon kicks him in the arm for a 2 count. Carrillo applies an armbar. Ricochet fights out soon rolls him up for a 2 count. Ricochet hits a sit out Falcon Arrow for another 2 count. Selena Vega all of a sudden walks out on stage. Commercial break. We come back from the break. to Ricochet, knocking Carrillo back and hit a springboard clothesline. Ricochet hits a standing and shooting star press for a near fall. Ricochet shakes some feeling into his arm. Ricochet form Carrillo, but Carrillo takes him down. Carrillo avoids a big boot and tries him in the ropes. Carrillo hits a missile dropkick while Ricochet is in the ropes for a near fall. Carrillo goes to the top and for a moonsault and lands on his feet when Ricochet moves. Ricochet kicks him back and connects with a dropkick. They then wipe each other out with a cross body over the top. Zelina Vega is showing smiling on stage, but both men getting in at it at the count of 9. Carrillo soon boots Ricochet down and goes to the top. Ricochet quickly cuts him off with a right hand. Ricochet chops the chest and climbs the ropes. Ricochet with a huge suplex for a near fall. Carrillo just barely kick out. They trade punches before Ricochet hits a northern light suplex before rolling through into a regular suplex for a 2 count. Ricochet drags Carrillo over the corner and goes to the top rope. Carrillo kicks him out, kicks him in the head, and cut him off. Carrillo for a super kick, poison runner, but Ricochet lands on his feet. Ricochet hits a pump kick, but Carrillo comes back with a kick. Carrillo hits a sunset flip power driver followed by a huge moonsault for the win. Humberto Carrillo defeated Ricochet in the Gotham match. Andrade attacks Carrillo from behind. Carrillo takes him down and throws his ring jacket at him. Andrade sends him out of the ring and pulls back the ringside meat, exposing the concrete floor. Andrade then sends him to the barricade. Andrade then hits a hammerlock DDT on the exposed concrete. Rey Mysterio runs down to help Andrade and Zelina Vega back up. Mysterio checks on Carrillo, who looks completely uncurious. Mysterio signals for medical help. What's supposed to happen? This Gotham match, y'all don't even know who the winner was. Anyway, commercial break. We come back from the break. Here we go. It says, hold on. It says, here we go. I found it. It says, wait a minute. Here I come. I know I found it. Here we go. Right here. It says, I found it. It says, Andrade attacks Carrillo from behind. Carrillo takes him down and throws his jacket at him. Andrade sends him out of the ring and pulls back at ringside. Matt exposing concrete floor. Andrade then hits him into the barricade. Andrade then hits a hammerlock DDT on the exposed concrete. Rey Mysterio runs down to help Andrade and Zelina Vega back up. Mysterio checks on Carrillo, who looks completely unconscious. Mysterio signals for medical help. This Gotham match was just a waste of time. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Humberto Carrillo being taken out on a stretcher. There will be no end to a Gotham match. Seth Rollins and AOP comes out to the ring. Rollins is holding Mysterio's lead pipe. Mysterio attacks AOP but immediately overwhelms him. Rollins says they didn't mean to fight. They found his pipe and just wanted to return it to him. Mysterio goes to grab the pipe, but AOP lays him out. Rollins says his pipe belongs to Mysterio. Rollins isn't about an eye for an eye. He is miracleful leader. Tonight is Mysterio's lucky night. Seth Rollins tells him to remind this because Mysterio owes him one. Seth Rollins and AOP leave the ring. Rollins then gets back in the ring and gives Mysterio a stomp. Rollins and AOP now really leave the ring. Samoa Joe calls Rollins a false Misha with thugs backing him up. Referee helps Mysterio. Okay. Commercial break. Charlie Caruso asked Seth Rollins why he attacked Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins says he is a leader. Then leader is a leader that needed to settle a score. The reason he didn't leave Rey Mysterio in the hospital, he needs him to answer his challenge. Seth Rollins challenged Mysterio for the United States Championship next week on Raw. Randy Orton is showing backstage. If AJ needs a reminder as to who he is, he reminded him with the 3 most destructive letters in sports entertainment. Highlights are shown from Women's Tag Team TLC match last night. The Kabuki Warriors defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair to retain their WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The Kabuki Warriors makes their way to the ring. Asuka will be in singles action against Deonna Purrazzo from NXT. We hear an exclusive interview with Becky Lynch later on tonight. A video package Deonna Purrazzo highlight reel. Asuka with Kairi versus Deonna Purrazzo. Before the match began, Purrazzo hits Asuka with a pump kick to knock her out of the ring. Commercial. The bell rings. Asuka forearms Purrazzo down before kicking away at her. Asuka then digs her boot into the neck. Asuka hits the ropes and hits a running hip attack. Asuka hits another hip attack in the corner before trying a running collar. Purrazzo pushes her off and takes her down for a Fujiwara arm bar. Asuka screams in pain, but she soon gets out. Asuka goes for another arm bar for her own, but Purrazzo holds her hand and preventing it from being applied. Asuka transitions a knee before going to a chin lock. Purrazzo soon elbows her away and ducks a back fist and hits the reversal STO before a 2 count. Asuka soon comes back with some big kicks to the face before applying the Asuka lock for the win. The winner by submission, Asuka. Kairi did not stay at ringside for this match. She went to the back after making the entrance. Charlie Caruso is backstage with Becky Lynch. She mentions that the Kabuki Warriors defeated her and Charlotte Flair. Charlie asks Lynch is handling the loss. Lynch says she has been off for the last few months. She has taken out singles competition and putting in tag team competition at first. She thought the powers that be were trying to bury her, but they were trying to protect her, which is worse. Lynch saw the merch changing in the advertising. They're protecting her from Asuka because she's the cash cow. This title proves she is the best. Lynch is looking at the honestly. Charlie asks what she would have said to the people who think Asuka should be champion. Lynch says her opponent usually needs her, but she needs Asuka. Asuka is the one person she hasn't been able to beat. She needs to face Asuka. The Butler family are showing at ringside. Randy Orton makes his entrance way. He faced AJ Styles in the main event next. Commercial break. Rey Mysterio says a lot of bad people are coming for him and his champion. Mysterio will face Andrade 80 times, but he tried to end young rising star Humberto Carrillo career. Sorry about that. As for Seth Rollins' challenge, he never faces him one-on-one. Next week, Mysterio accepts the challenge. Rey Mysterio will be defending his WWE United States Championship against Seth Rollins next week on Monday Night Raw. Okay, main event of the evening. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. The bell rings. Orton punches Styles in the corner. Orton punches him down before punching him in the corner. Styles puts himself through the ropes to keep Orton back. Styles clubs Orton and sends him to the corner. Orton sidesteps him and goes for an RKO, but Styles gets out of the ring. Orton goes outside to grab him, but Styles gets back in the ring. Styles kicks him as he gets in the ring. Styles goes outside to grab Randy Orton, but Orton gives him a back suplex on the apron. Orton bounces him off the steel steps, and Styles gets in the ring. Orton stomps the leg before racking his boot on Styles' face. Styles quickly comes back and snapping him off the top rope. Styles goes for a springboard, but Orton applies it, and Orton shouts in pain. Orton claws to the bottom rope, but Styles drags him back in the center of the ring. Styles replies to have Crusher. Orton managed to pull himself to the bottom rope to break the hold. Orton rolls out of the ring to recover. Styles goes outside and chop blocks him. Commercial break. We welcome back from the break to see Orton written in pain. Orton fights back with some right hands, but Styles kicks him in the knee to quickly stop him. Orton quickly pokes him in the eye and gets a moment to recover. Orton then drops Styles on the ropes. Orton pulls himself to his feet and punches Styles back. Styles responded with a right hand that rocks Orton. Orton quickly kicks Styles back and hits uppercut. Styles kicks Orton in the leg and hits the ropes, but Orton hits him with a snap power slam. Orton soon hits his headlock backbreaker before taking some time to get some feeling in his leg. An RKO chant picks up. Orton pulls Styles on the top rope and then punches him. Styles is barely hanging on. Orton goes for a suplex, but Styles slides through and pulls him down. Styles then blocks the knee. Styles hits a scary springboard moonsault for a 2 count. Styles sets up for the Styles Clash, but Orton drops him on the apron. Orton quickly hits a draping DDT and sets up for the end. We're at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern, but the show isn't going off the air. Orton goes for an RKO, but Styles counters and have Crusher. There is overrun tonight. Apparently, Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm, and Orton signals for an RKO. Styles then goes for the phenomenal forearm, but Orton hits an RKO out of mid-air for the win. The winner of the match, Randy Orton. The OC runs down and attacks Orton. The Viking Raiders makes the save. The OC takes them all out of the ring. Takes them all out. It says takes them all out. And it takes them all out. And the show ended. And it says it right here. It says the OC runs down and attacks Orton. The Viking Raiders makes the save. The OC takes them all out and stands tall in the ring. All right, quick match results. The OC defeated the Viking Raiders in the titles match. Erick defeated Dante Leon. The Gotham match went into a no contest. Akira Tozawa defeated R-Truth. Ricochet defeated Akira Tozawa. Ricochet defeated Matt Hardy. Humberto Carrillo defeated Ricochet. Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo never started. Asuka defeated Donna. Purrazzo. Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles. That's all I got to say for Monday Night Raw. Like, this show with Monday Night Raw was just god awful. It would just say bad show. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, drop a like on this video, share the video all over social media, comment down below what you guys think of Raw, and I will see you guys. In the next video. Bigboyjonnytwentyfive, KFG family, KFG production, and I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.